Let me start out by asking a question that probably individually none of you can answer, but it might be one of those moments for collaboration that would be important. Can somebody give me a number in terms of how much we're spending on contracts in Afghanistan, for what you would guess the number is going to be, or ballpark number for either this year or next year? Can anybody do that? Let me ask each of you to give yourselves a grade on how well you're coordinating contracting in Afghanistan. Let's assume that there was an F in Iraq. And if you think you deserved more than an F in Iraq, you're grading on a different scale than I'm grading on. I think it was an F. Now, in the end, it got better. But in terms of how it all came about and how the log cap thing happened and how all of the reconstruction happened and the confusion and the lack of accountability, you know, maybe D minus. What do you think your grade is in Afghanistan right now in terms of how well you are integrating, coordinating, monitoring, and overseeing contractors? Mr. Campbell?
Yes, ma'am, I can start. Right off, I'd say probably about a C.
Ma'am, I'd give us a C also.
Mr. North?
I guess I'm a little more optimistic. I think we have a B, but I think a lot of that relates to the effort and the progress we've made in the last 10 months. The things like the agricultural strategy as a whole of government strategy, clearly defining roles and responsibilities among the respective agencies involved, but also the clarity of purpose and where we're trying to go in the agricultural sector. So there are systems that still need work, and of course, but I think we're moving in the right direction.
Mr. Feldman?
Showing the synchronicity between state and USAID, I would say. Oh,
you guys get along so well. You're going to give yourself a B. Let me guess.
I would also give ourselves a B. But I think actually more important than the grade is the general trajectory. I would say at the beginning of the year we were probably much closer to a D, and I think that we have gone up quite a bit.
Mr. Parsons?
I would say if Iraq was an F, then I think we're at a C in Afghanistan because we've learned a lot of lessons out of Iraq.
As time goes on, we'll see if the grades hold up. I think it's maybe a little grading on a curve, Mr. Feldman, to go from a D to a B in 10 months, because you're moving a very large thing here. This isn't an organization, as it relates to contracting, that is nimble or flexible. When it's nimble and flexible, it generally is a bad contract because it happened too quickly and nobody was paying attention to what was in it and whether it was definite enough and whether there was enforcement mechanisms contained in it.